Alright my friends, how you all doing? And welcome back to the channel and welcome to a fresh episode of FM21 and our Project DanXG series. Is the beginning of a new week of Football Manager, my friends. I do hope you're still enjoying the series. I have seen that the numbers have reduced quite drastically, but these long series, it always seems to happen, and we've kind of hit a bit of a weird place, we're a bit of a roadblock in the series where we're dominating domestically, but we're doing alright on, we're not doing alright on the European stage. So yeah, it's a bit of a strange one. Last episode, my friends, is linked above for you though right now, if you want to go and check that out. Now we've got another episode to get into. I've got a few little transfers things to deal with, and then we're going to play a couple of games. So my friends, without further ado, let's crack on. Okay, so obviously last episode we drew the Champions League group stages, and we're obviously going to be playing that in a moment. I'll go to the fixtures and update you on what's happened between last episode and this one, but I have completed a couple of signings since last episode, and they're going to be players that are going to be part of the first team, so you know, we should really be introducing you to them. Some players have gone out as well. Bogdanov, he's gone out on loan, and so, excuse me, so has Milkov. So hopefully we can get them some first team football and some experience. But the players coming in, the first one is that of Bogdan Stratton, a right-sided midfielder. I did say last episode we still needed to find some, quality and some strength in depth because we'd lost some players in the summer. And yeah, brought Stratton in. Obviously we're going to be playing him a bit further forward. Now he is just about FBet level. I would have liked to have bought this player and then loaned him out because he's only 18 years of age. He has really good potential, and the trouble is I'm just not sure how much first team football he's going to get this season, and I would like to see him develop because we are still in this weird place with the football club where some of our best players are being, looked at by very big clubs, and the board are going above me and accepting bids. We obviously experienced that a couple of episodes. I do believe I nearly left Litex as a result, so I still have that in the back of my mind that it could happen again. So I would like to be able to develop these young players. Now, we're in a place now where we're good enough to be signing some pretty good players, but we can't just go out and sign players that are ready-made for the Champions League. And the reason is they just don't want to come to Bulgaria. They don't want to play for Litex because the infrastructure, basically, the league, the problem is that the league and the club's reputation isn't good enough to sign those players. So, unfortunately, I'm stuck signing these young players with high potential and just having to try to develop them and see what happens. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird one at the moment, but Bogdan I think looks a pretty good player, and he'll be playing second fiddle to Topes this season. And then the next one is that of Gudmund Magnusson, an Icelandic centre-back. Now I know I said that I weren't sure if we needed a centre-back because Cruzado was coming in, but this actually gives me the ability to, loan players out. I think that he's a pretty good-looking player. I think he'll be able to do a job. He can play right-back as well, so that's always good with the injuries that we pick up. I don't think he'll be that good there because I'm looking at his attributes, and I don't think that the dribbling, the first touch, the passing, any of it would be good enough to play right back, but he can fill in if needed. But again, and he's another good looking player, but he's a youngster with high potential. Is he really the sort of player that's going to take us through the group stages of Champions League? Probably not, but that's kind of where we are at the moment. I think at the minute it's just a case of using that Champions League to build the reputation of Litex, the reputation of the league, and to just keep getting money coming into the club. Basically, that's what we got to use it for. I still think, I see someone write in the comments on the last episode, I still think it's going to be 2 or 3 seasons before we really get past that knockout stages of the group stages into the knockout stages of the Champions League. I really do. I do believe that, because it's just, you've got to be patient with these small teams, and that's if we stay at Litex, obviously. I am very 50-50 on how long we're going to be here because of the way the board are at the moment. Financially, we're doing all right. Nearly £40 million in the bank. We've still got just under £1 million to buy players with, should we need to. But I think I'm probably done in the transfer window, I'm going to be honest, and we'll just see where we are in the winter break and potentially bring some players in then. But as far as the fixtures are concerned, obviously last episode we played those 2 legs against the New Saints, and they were a real surprise, I believe, to all of us. Let's be honest, only 1-0 on aggregate. We should have hammered them. We really, really should have hammered them, but it doesn't matter. We got through. We're into the group stages. Since then, I played Ludogorets. 2-1 against them, and you'll see that Radoslav Kostov, new striker, got himself a brace in this one. They went 1-0 to the good. We come back, really good fight back from the team. And then we played Maritza, a team that have just been promoted to the FBET, and we won this by 3-1. You'll see D'Alessandro, Iradi, and Topazov all with the goals, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, interesting stuff. Really, really interesting stuff. Now, today we're going to play Leipzig, opening game in the group stage, and then we're going to play Lokomotiv Plovdiv away from home in the league, and just hope that we can, get some points and get off to a good start, basically, ladies and gentlemen, where everything is concerned. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, hoping that obviously we can do a better job against Leipzig this season than we did last. And our group is, honestly, it's such a hard group. I do not see us getting out of it, I'm going to be honest. I'd like to think we could finish third, but I do honestly think we'll probably finish bottom of the pile, but I'll bring you as many of the games as possible still anyway. But anyway, let's get into this one, ladies and gents. This is the team I've already picked, and this is the team we're going to go with. We're going to stick with this defensive formation in the Champions League. For now, I think if we get to a point where we haven't won any games and then we've got 2 left to go, then I might go a bit more attacking and see if it helps. But I just think the teams are too good, and so we need to have a bit more of an offensive style going forward. I do just want to say as well that obviously the games have been pre-recorded late at night. I haven't had time to do them during the day because obviously with the little one and stuff, so when she's asleep I've just been recording the game. So I am just going to be commentating over them a bit like I did a little while ago. I think the next 3 episodes, so this week's episodes basically, the games are not actually sort of like being played live. I'm going to commentate over them a bit like I did recently. I hope that's not a problem. It's quite difficult to record content at the moment with a 11-month-old baby and work, basically having to do work while I'm looking after. I say it's quite difficult, but anyway, Leipzig away from home, we're going Petrov in goal, Tasev and Marjanovic at fullback. We're going to go Malinov Iradi centre back. Yankov's going to play defensive midfield. D'Alessandro and Pozgai are going to play in the centre midfield position. Soaps on the right, clicking on the left, and we're going to go Kostov up top and see what he can give us in the Champions League. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. As we already said, there's going to be no live cam, obviously, because I'm just commentating over the top of the fixture. But the Champions League group stages get kicked off once again for Litex. Is this our 3rd year, I believe, in the Champions League? So, well, group stage proper, that is, anyway. And, I'm buzzing that it's another year. It's another 14 million as well in the bank for making the group stages. And if we do manage to get a few shock results, then we get ourselves a little bit of moolah. I don't know why that is on the screen, the old volume being turned down there. I was watching a film reaction before I started recording, obviously. Apologies for that. Here we go, though. Early on in the game, ball is cleared, and we are now into this. I've started watching film reactions, by the way. There's a channel I've been watching where they've been playing like a load of old films, and they've been watching them for the first time ever. Some classics, and these 2 lads have never seen them, and it's just funny watching people's reactions back of old films that I obviously consider films I really like, and then their reaction to them. But I'm going to be doing that, by the way. This is a little bit of a segue, I guess. I'm going to be doing that on the old Know The Score channel at some point with Darren and Luke. We're going to start watching films and stuff like that soon. Here we go, though. Back to the actual bloody conversation point at hand, and that is Litex taking on Leipzig in the Champions League. That's a fantastic ball over the top, and he does not finish. Petrov stands up tall and stands up strong to that, but already you can see 20 minutes gone, they've had 4 shots, 2 on target to our 1, and it's just a dominant display by the German team once again. I believe it was Barcelona and Leipzig we had a group stage last year, and they were both absolute horrors for us. They just dominated us because their players are so much better. So I just fully expect the 2 teams to be able to do it again. I would imagine they've gone away and improved their squads the same way we've tried to, and it hasn't worked, and that header goes wide there. So yeah, I just feel like it's a real uphill struggle at the moment, and I don't know what it's going to take for us to really be able to compete in the Champions League unless the league gets very, very good and we can start attracting better players. But it's Leipzig again as they win the throw-in now, and they're going to break down this wing. This Cockle lad looks really, really tasty. He's dancing through everybody, and Jesus, if he had scored that goal, it would have been an unbelievable effort. But he's absolutely dominating the game, that lad, at the moment. Just they're a good team. They're a really good team. They've got some really good players, and it's all Leipzig in this first half. And I'm going to be honest, I'm amazed it's still 0-0. Not really dominating the possession, though, does have to be said. But corner now to Leipzig, and that's gone wide as well. We can only hope their finishing carries on this way for the remainder of the game. As you can see, Petar Petrov is our best performer in this one in goal, keeping that clean sheet at the moment. It tells you to say well done, but I don't see why I should be telling them well done when we've registered 2 shots in that first half and let them absolutely steamroll us. I just don't see the point in that. It doesn't get you anywhere. First half, though, could start with Insta highlights, and that is going to be a penalty because in the Champions League, it goes to VAR, and it's always a penalty. I'd be very surprised if this gets called back for Cockle diving. He's having a look. He's having a bush. Look at them all in the thing, all just standing there together. I've never noticed that before. But yeah, penalty awarded. And it's just the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Where the Champions League is concerned. I've never seen one of those decisions overturned on this game. Almost steps up. And it's saved by Petar Petrov. Unbelievable from the goalkeeper. What a guy he is. I'm absolutely loving Petrov. I really am. He's such a solid keeper. Such a solid keeper. And obviously keepers, they just keep going, don't they, really, in football? They can play so much longer. And we're probably going to have to prep soon because I think he's like 28. And so we are going to have to start prep soon and getting a younger keeper in. But he can still go for a while, and Astavranks scores the goal. I don't even did that even take a break from the penalty? So he's managed to save the penalty. Corners come in, and it's just an instant goal. As you can see, I'm changing the tactics because we're 1-0 down. We're not really doing anything going forward, and I guess really just go for it. You've just got to go for it. So we're going to bring Jakoblesko on in the attacking midfield position. Yankov goes off, and we'll just see what happens. This is clearly kicked off straight away. They've won the ball back, and they're trying to break forward. We clear again, but it's just not. There's nothing convincing about us clearing the ball and stuff at the moment. And goes out wide, ball coming in, header saved by the keeper, who is clearly man of the match. 8.1 rating he's having, and we're losing 1-0. So I think that shows you how good he's been. Here we go though. Marjanovic with the throw in into Topazov. That's a good ball from Topazov. It's just a shame there's no one in there to get on the end of it. We recycled the ball through Idradi. Now to Marjanovic, into Pozgai, back to Marjanovic. We're holding the ball, which is nice. Like we're actually getting a bit of possession here and a bit of play. That ball comes wide. That's into Klickin, who is going to go through, and Klickin is going to score. It's a fantastic goal from the Texat. Really well done from the boys to take that ball, use it, get it wide left into Klickin, and he really tucks that away like most strikers would. That's a really good finish from the left-sided midfielder, and it's 1-1 in the game. And is it going to now be backs against the wall stuff? And the thing is, it's one of those things, you know, like I've reverted to the more attacking formation. It's worked for us, so why would I go back defensive? As Lesko now wins the ball, into D'Alessandro, into Lesko again from Klickin. It's back to him, oh, and the shot is dragged wide. And it's so unlucky from Litex. We keep going. There's lots of highlights in this game. It is a very competitive fixture. We seem to sort of woken up a little bit in the second half. The goal for them has, livened us up a little bit, but that comes out wide again. And he's being given way too much room there. Way too much room. They're saying it's offside, but is it offside? We're probably going to go to VAR and find out. I'm going to make a change. Why this is happening though, we're going to bring Zhivkov on for Kostov. It was given as offside, so that's good to see. Yeah, Kostov has gone off, struggled to get in the game really on this one, so we're going to give Zhivkov a go. Who's a bit more of a bigger striker, like a bit more of a handful. And that ball comes in, and that's saved by Petrov again. Unbelievable goalkeeping. Then he just tries to go quick and get it out wide left, and it hasn't worked out. And is this going to come straight back at us? Would be unfortunate if it does, but they do pass the ball around very well, don't they? This Leipzig team, and that's a good goal. Cockle gets in behind. He just had more pace than the centre back. Really shouldn't be letting that happen, but it is what it is. They're a far better team on paper than us, and if you're looking at the statistics as well, they're a better team as well, and are probably worthy of their 2-1 lead. Zhivkov now with the ball. Where's he going to go with it? Absolutely nowhere. To be fair, he was very much on his own there. He didn't have much support around him. That looked like it was going to be a fantastic ball, but it cut out well. And then again, Zhivkov, I don't know why we're going with these balls in the air to him. That's not how I have it set up. I like to go short on the ground, but because we just don't play a formation where that's so close, that chance. Yeah, we don't play a formation where heading on to players it works. So I don't know why we do it. Corner in, headed away, well defended again. Zhivkov should have done more really to close that ball down, in my opinion. That's a good save from Petrov. And again, we're going to go to the tactics screen and we're going to make a change. It's going to be Gagliardi to come on. I've been naughty here and I've paused the game, and I shouldn't really be doing that. I forgot myself. I think because I was recording and I weren't recording live, I kind of forget myself and I take more time. They've hit the post. They've gone close again. They will be kicking themselves if they don't win this game, though, Leipzig. Let's be honest. They've had lots and lots of chances, lots of shots, a save penalty. And we are still, really, if you think about it, at 2-1, we're still in with a chance, aren't we? So they would kick themselves, but they've won the ball back well there. We're kind of fanning about with it. It's not really gone anywhere. Ball comes wide out to Olmo. First time pass into Cockle, and he can't finish. It's another good save from Petrov, reading the striker very, very well. But yeah, 27 shots from Leipzig. Tasev's not having the best of games. They're at 6.2. That's a worry. We're going to try and encourage the team a little bit there, as you can see from those from the team shouts. They're in again. It's well cleared again, but it's straight back to a Leipzig player. We're just not winning the second balls. I think that's the biggest problem, and that's the thing I need to try and tackle with the tactic. I need to try and find a way for us to win those second balls, because in this, every time we've cleared it, it's gone to a Leipzig player. Like again there, like we've managed to clear it, win it, but then it's headed to no one. And I think that's the problem. And Edgar Jose's in again, and that's a really good header, and it's over the bar, and it remains 2-1 unbelievably. Petrov now. And see, that's the trouble as well. Petrov's gone short, and then the defence just decided to lump it out, and I don't really understand why that's happening. Is that the effectiveness of the press from the other team that's forcing us into doing that? I don't really know. Ball comes wide into Clicking again, and he was very good the way he took his goal, wasn't he? That was a really good ball in. No one can get on the end of it, though. They've cleared the ball away, straight up the pitch. Malinovic's going to go the other way. That's going to go to absolutely nobody. It's coming straight back at us as Cockle. He runs through. He's shot. He's just not very convincing at all, though. And it remains 2-1. They've had 30 shots, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ. They should be hammering us. Let's be completely honest about this. 2-1. It's a very, very kind result at the moment. Oh, Petrov. What have you done there? Just gifted the ball back to him. He didn't need to do that. He just did not need to do that. And it's going to come back our way. And if this results in a goal, that's just so poor from the keeper, who has been fantastic. And it didn't. It's straight at him in the end. But the keeper's got to do better than that. Again, he goes long. Why are we doing that? There's players. My fullbacks go wide, so there's always an option wide. I don't really understand why we are rushing this in this game. It's very strange. Topes wins that ball, can't get it back. Again, that second ball, we just can't get anywhere near them. And they're in, and if this isn't 3-1, then I would have been very surprised. It's unlucky because the slide tackle didn't really help the keeper. And they put it away. It is 3-1. It's deserved for Leipzig. It's very much deserved. But I do like the fact that we did score and we've put up a little bit of a fight. Even if the shots don't, show you that. We have put up a fight. But it is going to be a defeat in the opening game of our Champions League group stage. They're going to have another chance. It goes wide, but it's what's to be expected. It's just what's to be expected. It's been a good game, though, a fun game, especially for the neutral. If you're not a fan of Litex or Leipzig, but you watch this one, it's a good game, but not to be. Just not to be. Well, game one of the Champions League's in the book. Not the result we wanted, a 3-1 defeat. They hammered us as well, let's be honest, didn't they? And I just feel like that's what's going to happen most weeks in the Champions League. This is what we got to deal with, unfortunately. We'll just have to see, won't we, what happens. I'm hoping that this board are going to sell soon, because we keep getting these rumours that they're looking to sell the club. And if they sell and then we get an owner that comes in that's a bit more like ready to just kind of like give us some money, then that would be nice, wouldn't it? But we'll just wait and see anyway. But anyway, we're going to get back to a bit more familiar surroundings now. We're going to play a league game against Lokomotiv Plovdiv. I've had to rotate the team quite heavily because this is coming but a matter of days after that Champions League game. So yeah, we're going to rotate heavily, and a few bad performances as well in the Champions League. So I want to give a few players a chance. So away from home against Plovdiv, we're going to go with Petrov in goal. Iradi's going to play right back in this one. Veselinov, who is kind of coming in as the backup left back this season. He's going to play left back for us. He's come through the academy and looks like a player with a lot of ability. Malinov and Andanov are going to play centre back together. Two centre backs that came through the academy. So there's 3 academy players back there, which is unbelievable to be able to sit here and say that. Lesko is going to play next to Dimitrov in the centre midfield position. So we're going to go clicking left, Topazov right. Gagliardi's going to come in and play cam. We're going to go Kostov up top. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's the league action now, and I'm hoping really we should win this one easily, even with the rotated team. We're very dominant domestically, and I'm hoping that we can get the job done. In the league. It was a tough game. It's a tough game that Leipzig won. I keep saying Leipzig, both begin with L, I guess. The Leipzig game was very, very difficult. They're a very good team, and I think that's a very good sort of indication of where we're at as well in the Champions League, is that like we can sort of hold our own, but we're prone to defeat because of how good the teams are. But this one has kicked off, and let's just see how it goes, shall we? Heavily rotated team. Especially sort of more so at the back than going forward. But yeah, it's a rotated team. One of the big issues is that we can only play 3 foreign players, so 3 players outside the EU in a matchday squad, and that's quite difficult because they allow you to have 5 registered, but you can only play 3 of them, which means you can't have them on the bench. That is an unbelievable free kick from Sergei Klikin. I'm waffling away about other things, and Klikin steps up with the free kick, and it's unbelievable. It's our first shot on target, and he has put that one away. What a player he is proving to be out wide left. I've been wanting a really good left-sided player for a long time, and I think Klikin could be the man to do the job. But Loco are going to have a chance now. They've gone short with a free kick. It's a good effort, but it's been disallowed. It looks as though that was offside. Maybe if he'd have left it, if it was on target, would it have made its way into the back of the net? They'll never know, but good chance goes begging for them. And 30 minutes gone in this one. And we're not really, let's be honest, we're not really turning on the style, are we, in this one? It's a very, very sort of mute affair with just 4 shots and 1 on target and the 1 goal. But yeah, one big thing I really need to try to get on top of, because I don't really know why it's happening, is the amount of yellow cards we pick up in games. And it's not even just against the big teams where it's very competitive. We're doing it against these smaller teams as well. We've already picked one up in that first half. But half-time, 1-0, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, a lot easier than that Champions League game. And we go in the second half and we just see what happens. And hopefully we can get ourselves another goal or 2, really put this one to bed, and, go 8 for 8 in the league, which would be amazing. I didn't show you the league before going into the games today. I'm thinking just to reduce the time of the episodes, I might just show you the league tables at the end of the episodes rather than after I've gone through all the fixtures. But first change of the game is coming up. It's going to be Gagliardi, who hasn't really done much in this one, and Zhivkov came on for Kostov as well. And I always make those attacking changes if they've not done too much, to just try and push the effort a bit more, bring a bit of energy to the final third. And 8 shots, 3 on target, still just 1-0, but it's comfortable. They've not registered a shot on target, 60% of possession, dominating that area. Yeah, it's comfy in it. But ball in, Dimitrov with it, and unfortunately the header straight over the bar. I'm not sure we got their head on that, but over the bar. 10 minutes to go. I genuinely think we can see this out. If we don't score another goal, I do think we'll see this out it's been very, very comfortable, hasn't it? Iradi with the throw-in into Ivanov. Not come off really that. Andonov's going to get the ball. He doesn't have to really rush this one. That's back to Petrov in goal, who is going to just bring the ball out. That's into Malinov and Veselinov, who are having a little kickabout between themselves. Not sure what the left back's done there. Why does he give the ball away? Just look after it. Malinov wins though, into Topazov, who sees the run of Zhivkov. He's in, and Zhivkov finishes. If you put Zhivkov through 1-on-1, 9 times out of 10 he puts it in the back of the net. I know I bought the new striker in. Zhivkov's still there though. He's a big part of this squad, and he's scored the winning goal there. He's put this one to bed. 3 minutes added on, and this is going to be a very, very easy day at the office for Litex. 3 points in the bag. A lovely job. And so there you have it, my friends. We are done and dusted for another episode. A good 2-0 win that against Lokomotiv Plovdiv sets us up nicely in the league. I'll obviously show you the league table and stuff in a momento. Where do we bring this one back? I'm not sure if I'm going to come back for the Ajax game. I think I'm going to do the group stage very similar to how I have done it before. Or I might come back for the Ajax one and just skip over the Barcelona game. Because Barca are just going to hammer us, and it's not going to be fun for us to watch, is it? Let's be honest. We've seen what Barcelona can do to us already. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. But I will come back for one of these Champions League games, basically. I'm not sure which one I'm going to come back for, but I'll come back for one of them. And we'll just go from there. We'll just take it from there, and we'll combine it with a league game, as we always do. And we'll just play this Champions League by ear, I think, this season. I'm going to do a similar thing to last season, that, once the European stuff's over, we'll just try and, really hammer the season, skip through it so we can get to a brand new season. The domestic stuff, we're dominating it now, really, really dominating it. So it's really difficult to make it look interesting. Do you know what I mean? So I'll obviously bring you a few games each season, but really now it's all about the European journey, as long as, our time at Litex kind of carries on. So that's what I'm going to do. As far as the league table is concerned, this is how it's looking. 8 played, 8 wins, an unreal goal difference and 24 points on the board already, and that's without having a player in the top goal scorers. But you can see there's other players. Pozgai is having a really good start to the season, as is Kostov, and Petrov with 4 clean sheets. So yeah, we're doing really well in the league. As you can see, the league's rating took a bit of a hammering for some reason this year. So it is down a couple of places, and this is one of the issues with players coming to Bulgaria. The infrastructure's not there. You need this to be a lot higher, basically. If you're looking at that, the Romanian league is actually better off than this league. And I know some of the other places we can go, like Turkey, Russia, Ukraine, they're all above this league as well. But it's just about those jobs coming up, and it's about those jobs becoming available. None of the big jobs, other than the Spartak Moscow job, that we got offered, none of the big jobs in the countries that we can manage in have become available. And so, I've not gone. In hindsight, we should have gone to Moscow. And I don't want the Litex board to be able to hear me as I say that, but we should have. Financially, they're head and shoulders above. Infrastructure-wise, head and shoulders above. We could have signed most players, and I do think we could have turned them into an unreal team. And when I think about it, I said at the time when we got offered that job, it'd take maybe a year or 2 to get them into Europe. Well, it's going to take us, if we stay at Litex, probably 4 more years to make us competitive in Europe. So you weigh it up, in hindsight, maybe we should have gone. But you know what? We're all loving Litex, aren't we? So we will just carry on, marching on. Quick look at the other group stuff. We're obviously bottom of the pile because of that defeat. Ajax were beaten by Barcelona. So yeah, really, it's anyone's pick between those 3 clubs above us who's going to go through to the knockout stages. But they're all very, very good teams. And so there you have it, my friends. We're done and dusted for another episode of FM21 and Project Black Sea. Obviously, Champions League is going to be difficult, but the league action, it's looking pretty tasty. We'll be back next time, my friends, in a couple of days' time for another episode of this brilliant little series. Really, really enjoying it, and I hope you all are as well. If you're new to the channel, please consider it and that subscribe button. Drop me a like on this video as well. The more likes we get, the more chance and the more likely we are that more eyes will see my little channel and this brilliant little series. But my friends, until next time, you stay safe, stay humble. I'm saluting you all, and I'll see you all in the next one.